It is officially the second half of the GGBL season. Season 1, the All-Star break is completed. So we're going to take a quick little look at the standings, where we're sitting in our beautiful custom franchise. The Nine Ropers, of course, top of the AL West, doing what they do, 66-30. 96 games into the year, that record is pretty goddamn good. 18 games above the Angels, who are only 500. To be fair, this whole division is kind of struggling. Here's the current AL wildcard standings. The top 3 teams, the White Sox, the Blue Jays, and the Angels, which is pretty insane considering both of these teams are they're 500 on the season. And right now, they would get in via the wild card. So you can imagine there's actually a lot of teams in the AL that are struggling. 33-63, just 30 games below 500 for the Red Sox. Tigers, Twins, Rangers, Yankees, Mariners, Expos, Royals. But look at this. 2 games separate what, like 6-7 teams? Pretty close. Moderators, 55-42, 5.5 games ahead of the Braves in the NL East. The Phillies only a game behind them. They're 500 as well. Marlins, and then the Mets, 27 games back. Struggling. They've lost 5 in a row. Cardinals are now a game and a half ahead of the Brewers in the NL Central. And then the Vipers, about 5 games behind the Brewers. Actually, the Pirates and the Vipers are tied at 6.5 games back. That is very surprising. The Cubs, 46-52, heading up the bottom of the NL Central. The Rockies are leading, 58-39. Nearly 20 games above 500. The Diamondbacks only 4 games back of them. Then the Dodgers, Giants, and the Padres. That's your NL West. Here's your NL wild card right now. Brewers, Diamondbacks, Vipers, and Pirates. And then you have the Dodgers, who are a half game back. Braves, Phillies, Marlins. Really the only 2 teams that are probably out of the race, unless they really turn their season around, is the Padres and the Mets. Everybody else still has a chance to potentially make the playoffs. Orioles with a 6.5 game lead in the AL East. 55-42 record. The Blue Jays, 6.5 games back. But look at the win streak. 6-game winning streak for the Orioles, a 3-game winning streak for the Blue Jays. And then the Expos, they've dropped 4 in a row as they fall to 3rd in the AL East. 21.5 games back for the Red Sox. Good God. Guardians with only a half-game lead over the White Sox. They've won 4 in a row. So the White Sox have really been struggling after they were the best team in the first 25 games of the season. They're now 2nd in the division. They are leading the wild card, but they're 4-6 in their last 10. Twins and Tigers fallen way behind in the division. The Royals kind of middle ground. So that's currently where we're sitting in the standings. I don't know. I think we're starting to finally see kind of where things are going to land. Obviously, there's some divisions that are a little bit tighter than others. Hopefully, we can just continue to. All we got to do is just go 500 the rest of the way, and I don't think we're going to have an issue. So I think that's doable. We'll see. Before we jump back into games, we got to check out the transactions. We did do the draft, which I have a list of draftees, but we're waiting for them to be signed. So a lot of people are back from injuries. As you can see, Lupo is back from the IL. We had to option Lizzie Gorzelski back to AAA. I think a lot of teams got a lot of players back, so that's huge. Is there any new signings or anything like that? Option Testy Cal to AAA. Promoted. Option to Like Benson. Any non-Joe randoms? KJ McCracken back for the Rockies. Shane Lowell back for the Marlins. A lot of Joe randoms. HG Lee. I think we're all caught up. So I don't think there's any new signings or anything like that. I think we're all gravy. Now, I think August or July 31st is the day we're going to be looking at, because that's the final day to sign draft picks. And then the trade deadline is also coming up. But granted, I don't think there's going to be any trades for season 1, so we're not even going to bother with trade deadlines. But we do have draft pick signings coming up. And then once the draft picks are signed, there's going to be an influx of new players coming into the league. But we have a 3-game series against the Mariners coming up in Seattle. And the Mariners have been actually giving us the business. So we're going to jump back into games. We're going to start simming. 4-2. New York beat the Expos. So a good start to the second half of the season for New York as they take game 1. Scott MFZB drove in 2 on a home run in the top of the 8th, but that was it. Mac Harris, 2 RBIs, and Patches Underboob with 2 RBIs. Something Wong picked up his 5th win. 3-2 Toronto over Detroit. 13 hits in this game for the Jays. Ty Penetrator, 2 and 8. Gave up 12 hits in 5 innings. Good Lord. Bobo Pearson with a home run, 2 RBIs. The first baseman, he's 2 for 4 on the day. Artemis Chase gets her 7th win of the season. She's now 7-7. 3-2 finish. 11-4. Padres put up a 21-hit game. Holy shit. Ron Donkey went deep. Drove in 3. Aaron Wacom had a home run. He drove in 3. McSexy had a home run. Drove in 2. Crushing the Guardians in Cleveland. McSexy also had 3 errors as a shortstop. But he's batting .326, so how do you not include him in the lineup? Andrew Shaw, 7th win of the season. Jay Jetpack went 2 for 4, had a home run, 2 RBIs. And the Guardians come up short. 10-4 White Sox. So they start off the second half of the season with a win. Danny Line and Joe Bingham went deep. Joe Bingham drove in 3 in this game. 12 hits. 10 runs on 12 hits. That's production. Jacob Luna had a solo home run in this game. Edward Stevens picks up his 9th loss. Got smacked around. Had a rough 4th inning. McSexy is like one of my favorite names. Oops. I just missed an injury. I don't know who it was for. In the shutout, too. 1-0. Angels shutout Oakland. I'm going to have to take a look at the injury report really quick. Rowan, 9-6 record. He gets the win, 8 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks. Struck out 10. Ryan Teeney picks up his 29th save. But the sole RBI from Chris Gray. Chris Gray, wait, 0 for 3 with a walk. It was a bases-loaded walk. Are you kidding me? 2 total hits? And the only run came in via the walk? I think it was a walk. I'm pretty sure it was. Joe Bishop. He walked 6, struck out 7. That's a tough way to lose. October, 2 for 2 in the loss. Caught stealing, by the way. Let's take a look. Make sure I missed the injury. Who was that? Either the A's or the Angels. Joe Pellerin? Oh, shit. Is it Joe Pellerin? Left field fractured shin? I think maybe that's what happened. Isn't that their leadoff hitter? Or maybe he was already injured. What about the A's? Coco Crisp? October. Oh, it was October. October got hurt. Pulled hamstring. Out for 1 to 2 weeks. 10 days. Okay, not that bad. October's out, though. The first game of the second half of the season, October gets a pulled hammy. I was wondering why he only batted twice. Tough. Baltimore, Texas, 7-5. Orioles, the win streak continues for them. Boney Jones, Aaron Carr, and Emma Wright all drove in 2 runs apiece, so the top of that lineup getting it done. Cameron Deuce with his 36th save of the season. That's definitely league leading. The Rangers, they got a 2 for 4 day with 2 RBIs from Codemaster, but they come up short once again. I mean, it was a good game. 5-7, the final. 4-3 Atlanta puts up a 3 spot in the bottom of the 8th to come back and beat the Cardinals. Chubby Hefner with a solo home run. No Bluff Lou had a 2-run shot as well. All runs coming in the top of the 2nd for the Cardinals. Brad Rivera with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th. And that's all the Braves needed. The Mets beat the Marlins in extras, 6-4. Parker Brand, a home run with 2 RBIs. Smelba Bagsack had 2 ribbies as well. But look at that, extra inning heroics. Their 29th win of the year. Good God. Jonathan Slaughter gets the no decision. Yips McGips gets his first win. Jeremiah Leviathan with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs, not enough. Miami Falls. Mods and Vipers, 3-zip. Mods win. Zane Stucks gets his 5th loss. He's 11-5 now. He only gave up 1 earned in 6 2/3. Cam, oh my God. 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Cam Camsta carrying the Mods. Wow. Filling in for the injured Mini. What a day. What a day. Canuck, 9 innings, 6 hits, 9 Ks. Canuck goes the complete game shutout. 15-7. 15 runs scored on 19 hits for Arizona. They put up 7 in the top of the 4th. Sriracha High went yard twice. He had 5 RBIs. He was 3 for 6. Assassin King, 5 for 6. With 3 runs batted in, he scored twice. Daniel Dickerdown and Nico Bandon also went deep in this game. My God. Arizona went off. Dustin Ham gets his 5th win of the year. Bliff and Matt went deep. Matt Mobiles had 3 RBIs in the loss. Bliff had 2. 4 errors. There was 6 errors in this game in the field. What in the world? Brandon Gilman, 0 innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 earned runs. Or 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk. He's got a 7 ERA. Arizona pooed on him. Philly over Pittsburgh, 6-3. 14 hits for the Phillies in the win. Bing Chilling got the win. Couple home runs for both teams. San Francisco, oh my God, 30 hits and 27 runs scored in this game. Oh my God, what the hell? Dexter Jordan, Shaggy Baller, and Harley Quinn all went deep. Harley Quinn, 7 RBIs, 2 for 5 with 7 runs batted in. Dexter Jordan had 4 RBIs. Where was the pitching in this game? JD Hogbottom gets the win despite giving up 5 earned in 6 innings. Donkey, oh, look at the home runs. Donkey Dick had a home run and a double. Drove in 2. Corncob McGraw, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Matt Weber, a home run and 3 RBIs. KJ McCracken also had a home run. But the Rockies come up short. I mean, how do you outscore 17 runs? 8 runs in the top of the 2nd for San Francisco. Got Rob Cruz. 1 2/3, 6 hits, 8 earned. Big John, wait, they got a hold of Big John Trouty. A 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 earned. Bro, they hitting bombs off that man. Good Lord. What a game. And 5-3 Dodgers. They walk it off. A 2-run home run for Cliff Dog. Actually, was it a 2-run home run? No, I'm sorry. Cliff Dog in the loss. 2 home runs, 2 solo home runs. Justin Y NWA also had an RBI. So poor Cliff Dog, just with nobody on base. Ricky Bobby with the no decision. James Howells got the loss. So what happened? Zaddy Chuck. Zaddy Chuck with the 2-run home run walk-off. I assume. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been 5-3. It would have been 4-3, right? Yeah. So it had to have been a 2-run home run for Zaddy Chuck to win it. The first baseman, he got it done. The big boy.